Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I got this warm golden eye look. I posted a picture to Instagram last night and I got a few comments for a tutorial. Just kidding. I didn't get any comments. But if I did, I would have done this anyway. Don't mind my backdrop moving, that's just my crazy cat. So I hope you guys like this video. I was inspired to do this look after watching one of Kathleen Lights' very early videos from like 3 or 4 years ago, and she talked about the color Amber Lights from MAC, and I have her color Kathleen Lights that I think is pretty similar. So she inspired me to make this look, and I was inspired by this very deep golden color. So Kathleen, call me. Let's do the toot. First, I'm priming my skin with the Benefit Porefessional, and I'm placing this on my skin in outward swiping motions and then gently rubbing it in. And then I'm taking the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation and placing dots on my face and a little bit down my neck. And I'm going to buff that in with the Morphe M439. And as you can see, I am bouncing this or patting the brush onto my skin. I'm not rubbing it. This is just how I prefer to apply my foundation. The foundation matches my neck and the rest of my body rather than my face, so it's really important that I get it around my ears, on the jawline, and then down the neck a little bit. To conceal my under eye area and highlight, I'm using Tarte's Shape Tape in Light. This is a little bit too light for me at this point, but I blended it out and I applied some to my chin and the bridge of my nose to even everything out, and I blended this in with a sponge that I got from Ulta. This is the Studio Basics sponge. I always put concealer on my eyelids because it serves as a base and a primer for eyeshadow. To set the concealer, I'm using the Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder with a Sigma tapered face brush, the F25. I'm doing my brows off camera with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm sorry you guys, I just can't put this palette down. This is the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm taking Golden Ochre on a Sigma Pro Tapered Crease brush and running this back and forth in the transition shade. And then I'm taking a smaller crease brush and using Burnt Orange a little bit lower in the crease. Now using Realgar or Realgar with the same brush, this is just a darker orange. I'm placing this in the same area as I placed Burnt Orange, but I'm also taking it to the very outer corner of my eye. And by layering all of these colors, we're adding a lot of depth. I'm using Cypress Umber on a Luxie 231 brush, and I'm really focusing this on the outer corner of the eye. As you can see, I had some fallout and it wasn't coming off how it normally does. So I say, are you kidding me? But I wanted to show you guys how you can take the eyeshadow off if you do have fallout. So I just ended up going in with a little bit of leftover concealer and it did the trick. Using this same crease brush, I'm just making sure that everything is nice and blended and that we have no harsh lines. Now for the star of the show. This is from ColourPop. It's called Kathleen Lights. She designed this in collaboration with ColourPop, and I am just taking a very small amount, just like one swirl, onto my eyelid with my fingertip, and then I go in with a MAC 242 brush. It's a very flat, dense, synthetic brush, and this really helped me to get the product exactly where I wanted it to go. And I'm taking it a little bit higher because I've noticed that since my eyelids are slightly hooded, when I open my eyes, Sometimes the shimmer product will get onto the crease, so just by taking it a little bit higher up in the first place, you can put it exactly where you want it. I'm also going to use this color Kathleen Lights on my lower lash line with a MAC 228. Any small synthetic brush will work for this. I'm using the Lorac Front of the Line Pro eyeliner in black just to draw a very thin line of eyeliner on my upper lash line. No wing today. I'm using Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop for the highlighter on the inner corner of my eye and on the brow bone. Using Benefit's Hoola bronzer and a really big powder brush, I'm going to bronze up my face. As you can see, this is not a precise application. I just kind of put it on my cheek area, not exactly where I would put blush, but kind of in that general area, and then on the jawline and down the neck. For blush, I used MAC's Springsheen Sheer Tone Shimmer Blush, and I went in with this a few times to try to build up the pigment, and then I realized that it is supposed to be sheer. So I'm happy with the way that it came out. A very nice light wash of color with some gold reflex in it. Champagne Pop appears again, this time as a cheek highlighter. And I'm not going all the way back with my highlight. I'm just keeping it maybe an inch, inch and a half right on the top of my cheekbones. And I'm also blending it down a tiny bit into my blush and then blending it a little bit under my eye because you don't want just a stripe of highlight. I did my lashes off camera using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir on the top and Rimmel Lash Accelerator on the bottom. For lips, I used a gloss from Urban Decay in Liar. Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray will help this makeup last through the hot summer weather. Bye guys!